How's it going? Good, thanks. You think the administration should be fired? No comment. Hey, everybody. How's it going? What do you know? It's a professional protest kind of day.
It sure is.
And look who's on the job.
And we got dandy weather for it, too.
So, yeah. Hey, we're down at Denver Fire, down here in Denver, Colorado, at Colfax and Spear. And we got some things we got to do. And as you know, my partner here, between the two of us, we are the professional protest team. And when duty calls, it calls.
We answer.
And we do. We answer. And there you go. These are the facts. So if you're not aware, I think the mods eventually are going to be posting some links in the chat. Denver Fire has administration, particularly upper administration, the chief, the deputy chief, the division chiefs, that are literally stealing taxpayer money. And for those of you that have followed my channel over the years, you know that the Denver Fire Department has some problems. And we're just going to go to the door and ask a couple questions. And as you know, absolutely no recording in this building, and you will be prosecuted.
Wow.
But please press the button to the wall, on the wall to the left for assistance. Thank you very much. Oh, hi. So, just out of curiosity, oh, sorry, I accidentally just pressed this doorbell. Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, that one's it. Okay. So, yeah, we're outside, and I have a question. Is Desmond or Kathleen home?
Why do you, what's more info around that?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
What's the info around that? What do you guys need?
Well, I just have a question. We're professional protesters, and we are here to protest, and I just want to hear from the administration what the rules around that protest might look like, and if the cops might be called, and in what circumstances the cops be called. And then also I was wondering, can I use the restroom?
Let me get my supervisor.
I cannot hear you, I'm sorry.
Let me get my supervisor.
Okay, all right. He's gonna get his supervisor. And here we are with a vertical stream again. So this is the YouTube game of vertical streaming. So forgive me if it's not that great, y'all, but vertical streaming is the new go-to. Wow, look at all these cameras.
Yeah. God.
Holy smokes.
They got a camera on the camera.
They got a camera on the camera in case the camera disappears.
Yeah.
Then they got another camera.
Are they a little paranoid?
Paranoid?
God.
Oh, shoot. There's the sign, no public restroom.
Oh.
I think the answer is going to be no, you guys.
Yeah.
So what essentially is going on is us professional protesters, we're working for tips today.
Yes, we are.
And we feel it is important that people be aware
behind you.
it's time to fire the administration. Somebody's standing at the door and they want to come out or no? Hi. So, yeah, I was just calling. I was wondering if someone from administration could come talk to me, preferably Desmond or Kathleen. If Wendy's home, that works as well. But I just wanted to... Okay, thank you. Appreciate you. So we're going to see what the rules around our professional protest are going to entail. We want a clear understanding what the rules are going to be today. So at any rate, shake that baby. We already met a nice gentleman on the sidewalk over here who was very generous, if you will.
Yes.
And
yes.
yeah, we're working for tips today. This isn't for profit. This is for tips. And
Yes.
depending on how much money we get today, we may just go find some of our homeless friends and see who needs to eat today. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yes.
We'd like to make sure that people on Colfax understand what's going on with this signage. And when they see the sign that says they're stealing your money, they want to know what that means. So hopefully people are going to Google, and all the stories that just came to light that Brian Moss from CBS did will pop up and tell the story if they're not linked already in the chat. I cannot see this chat. So I know the mods have full control.
Where are the admin?
I know.
They're so correct around here.
And by the way, this is Fire Station 1 as well, for those of you that don't know. Is upper administration is entitled to, and it's called comp time. And it's really got the entire rank and file pretty fired up, if you will, here at the Denver Fire Department, in that these upper administration are going to memorials for fallen firefighters with taxpayer dollars anyway. Particularly, they went to one in Maryland for a Jeff Billingsley who died in the line of duty just a couple years ago here at Denver Fire, and the city paid for administration to go to this memorial. But then Kathleen and Desmond turned around and billed the city, aka taxpayers, for essentially to get paid to go there. Well, they're not entitled to that because they're upper administration working on a salary. So you're supposed to do your job with your salary, and you don't get overtime. That's not how it works, you see? And so they're busted. But the issue is, what's going to happen? Truly, what's going to happen? This story just broke last week. And for those of you, like I said, that have been watching my channel, you're fully aware of the issues that have been a problem in this administration for the last couple of years. When they took some extra... Is that one talking?
I think so.
Oh. They're probably listening on there.
Or hang up.
How do you hang up?
I know.
To re-record it. 4. To add to it. 5. To discard it. 6.
So, this continues to talk to us. So I'm sure, you know, like they're recording the conversation or trying to listen or whatever. You guys could just watch the live stream. So they fired the only good person that we had out here on the streets to work with the homeless, and that was Mark Rudolph, and they did it very deceptively. And Kathleen, who is now the main offender, Kathleen Vredenberg, is the deputy chief. She's the number one culprit in really billing that city for some money she's not entitled to. The fact that it even got paid in the first place is my question, because the person that sees that payroll is supposed to know if that person should get paid that money. So I'm wondering if...
Are they working together?
Yeah. Is this a deeper story?
Right.
I don't know if there's going to be more to it. Kind of waiting to see if Brian Moss has any more to report on, because I feel very strongly that it's a little bit deeper than what is initially being reported. So...
It always is.
Of course it is. It is the government.
Right.
Now, you last time you saw me and my professional protesting partner out here, we had signs that said "Fuck Denver Fire," and it really got a lot of people riled up that started paying attention. So yeah, here's the deal. I don't know if they're going to come back, and if we don't get the parameter for our rules for professional protesting and redress of our government,
Right.
we're going to have to move along from here, because they're probably trying to drum up charges right now. I'm sure there's some folks on the phone with District 6 DPD.
Right.
One time I was here by myself and I needed a drink of water.
Oh yeah.
Needed a drink of water, and 8 cops showed up because everybody got scared to leave for the day. The work day ended because I needed a drink of water.
Wow.
True story.
Can't make it up.
Yeah, you just can't make this stuff up. So, no better time really to be here than a Monday about now. We should have been here a little bit earlier to see if Kathleen and Desmond are actually home. This vertical stream is a very difficult process, you guys, especially when you're moving. So I apologize in advance. Yeah, the salaries are exceptionally generous. Desmond Fulton, the chief of police, or chief of Denver Fire Department, makes $265,000 a year. Yep, $265,000 a year.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. The coroner is the highest paid in Denver. He makes like $367,000, right around $370,000 a year.
That's insane.
Hi, was anybody coming back or?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, it's Mr. Chisholm. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good. So we're doing
I'm JD, we haven't met before.
No, we haven't. I'm Liz.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So we're here to do a professional protest and redress of government because it's our right to do so.
Sure.
So what would be the rules around that for us today?
Just allowing people to work.
Just allow them to work?
So you're obviously allowed, you know the rules, you're allowed to record and be around the public building. We just need to allow our employees to work today.
So those are the rules. And so will anybody be calling the Denver Police Department in response?
I don't, right now, if you guys are going to stand out here with your signs, I don't know that we're going to be calling police at this time.
Okay. Can you tell us if Kathleen and Desmond are home today?
They're not here for interviews. We're not taking any interviews today.
Are they at work today?
They are.
Are they in the building?
Yeah, I believe so.
You believe so? Okay. How about Wendy Motor? Where's Wendy at?
I'm not sure.
Is she in the building?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure. Does Wendy even work for the Denver Fire Department anymore?
Yeah.
She does.
Division Chief of Administration.
Right, okay. I just wanted to confirm that without having to do a records request, so I appreciate the public information. So if you could just let your administration know that we're here to tell them
Okay.
they all need to be fired.
Sure.
For stealing our money.
I'll let them know.
Thank you.
It's good to see you.
Yeah,
It's been a
you as
while.
well. Take care.
Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you. Take care.
You too.
So, out here with the former PIO, Greg Pixley. And Greg got kind of stupid with me, and it just didn't go real well.
Right.
So I think Chisholm would like to make sure the public knows that, you know, the PIO is responsive and professional. So we can appreciate that,
Right.
can't we, my friend?
Right. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, so here we go. We're gonna start out on the public sidewalk right in front. Actually, you know, what do you think? I think this is a good spot. And yeah. So I'm gonna be holding a sign. My phone is gonna be shaking like crazy because I am a professional protester and I remembered my selfie stick and my stuff to get the job done. Not fire the admin. Here we go. Okay, turn. 1, 2, 3, turn. Woohoo! We talked about our mission name today, but I think it got a little out of control in that it could have been construed as we were out here to solicit. Today's mission, we kind of wanted to call it Hookers Against the State. We want the money instead. So that's why we have the tip jar. We're working in unison. Her and I turn at the same time. You hold the other way. Let me do this one. Okay. Here you go. We are a 2-person professional protesting team. Yeah, working for tips today. We're working for tips today. I'm trying to roll my sign and I dropped it. Damn it. Okay, are we turning? Turn. I do this one, you do that one now. There we go. Okay, yeah. There we go. So I hope the mods are continuing to post. I got my sign backwards. Damn it. There we go. Here we go. We're on cue now. I thought about coming out here maybe in a mini skirt and some fancy shoes, but nah. I think that would have been construed as solicitation on Colfax. We are on Colfax. So the rules, you heard it today from the PIO, are that as long as people can work, be here protesting. Denver Fire stealing your money. Well, fuck Denver Fire. Okay, fuck Denver Fire. Just we would like to just say fuck the administration. Now, are there some shitty firefighters and some people in command staff here? Yeah, there's some shitty ones, but overall, they're good. We haven't had any. We've had one bad response out on the street with Denver Fire when it's come to the homeless community. I think we're gonna have to go to the corner. Yeah. I think Spear is our best bet. Let's walk this way. Why is Colfax dead? Well, because I didn't wear my fancy miniskirt, and it's because we didn't get dressed up right.
Right?
See?
I know it.
So we're gonna have to go up here because this is where we get the most coverage. Hey! Hello? Is anybody home? Anybody home? And right here is the parking for Kathleen and Desmond. And when I got here, there was only one car here. So Mr. Chisholm now tells me that they are in the building. Yeah, we got to get to Spear and Colfax here. This is where it's at. Okay, so you take the lead with this side. I take the lead with this side. Let's see how many times we can screw this up. And then we do here and here, right? Here we go. Okay, now we work that angle. And now we work this angle. See, freaking, now turn. We work this angle. Now we go back and work this angle. See, they agree. They know. They know what's up. They're stealing. Denver Fire Administration is stealing. Denver Fire is stealing. Stealing. They're stealing your money, everybody. Wake up. Flatten that sucker. Liz, it's too far back. It's the wind. It's the wind stressing our thumbs.
I know.
Okay, now this angle. Yeah, you'd set that sucker right there.
I know. Why am I holding?
Here, we got this guy fucking up traffic on Spear. Why is this allowed? You're gonna see a lot of crazy shit go down here, right here at this intersection. A lot. Is that a prisoner bus?
I know. I was trying to figure that out too. Probably.
Sure looks like one. All right, this angle.
Oh, that's it. What mama on that bus? It's a bunch of
Oh, is it an immigrant bus? Did it really? Oh, now we're gonna have to start organizing with the wind. Okay, ready, shift. Oh my goodness, my sign is gonna blow away. See, we have to get more professional. I mean, I know we worked our way up to tips today, but I can't be doing shit like forgetting my selfie stick or a tripod or a bullhorn.
just rusty. That's all.
We're
It's
just,
been a minute.
yeah, it's been a minute. Let's shift. It's been a minute or two since our last professional protest was at District 3 when we went over there to say, fuck Brian O'Neill.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, if y'all haven't seen my community tab post, one of the two cases that dirty white boy O'Neill arrested me twice in 10 days. One of those cases has been dismissed because he's a fucking liar. Okay, now I can go up because the wind's not blowing. Okay, shift. So,
Especially you in that little car.
yeah, there goes the Denver fire car. So, you know, the question now is, are there going to be criminal charges? So the story will die down, and then it will quietly go out of everyone's minds. Armando Saldalte, the executive director of the Department of Safety, who in fact was on that trip to Maryland with the executive administration, said he has stopped the practice of billing for comp time, which I don't understand that because it should have never been a practice. And the fact that they're admitting that it was, yep, the fact that they're admitting that it was a practice means that they have a more widespread problem in previous administrations that have been doing the same thing. And Armando says that he is going to order an independent investigation. Now, if you know the ins and outs of what the Executive Department of Public Safety does when they order independent investigations, is they go hire a team of investigators and call them the Administrative Investigative Unit. Okay? This is how they're going to do their independent investigation. My question is, with the intent to follow up, is how come the DA's office is not investigating this? There are big time felonies being committed here. Big time. These are hundreds of thousands of dollars of traceable comp time, quote unquote comp time, billed and paid by the city. I mean, this is kind of wild. I'm following your lead. You gauge traffic and wind.
Yeah, I mean, right here, like this.
Right?
These two kind of seem to be the.
Right? See, we're getting into more professional status where we're going to be able to do something besides work for tips. See? We're going to get there. I promise you. But we really felt strongly today that we could at least start working for tips. But what happens as professional protesters when you don't have any restrooms?
Right.
The same thing that, pretty much happens to homeless people. GFY. Oh, that damn wind.
I know.
I didn't count on wind today.
I didn't either. I know better. It's springtime in Colorado.
Well, the wind is not supposed to blow. It's only supposed to snow and rain
Right.
every other hour.
Right?
This way?
Yeah.
Fire the admin for stealing your mind. We'll have to do this a couple more times. What a shame that Desmond and Kathleen aren't here to tell their side of the story. Right here on the corner of Colfax and Spear. So on my way down here, I got a phone call. The cops are out trying to steal campers. So I'm glad that I made the decision not to go out there and elevate my blood pressure. They know. And I'm glad that Denver Fire didn't get stupid with me. Yep, they know. Can you imagine the response if we were out here in miniskirts and boots? Selling our story? There's DPD. You should be fired too, because I'm sure you've screwed somebody over today. Well, not that I'm ever happy with DPD, but Brian O'Neill was out on the job again last week, and I did go out there and elevate my blood pressure. That live stream has since admittedly been set to private. It will be reviewed for future litigation, so you won't be able to see that live stream. But what essentially went on there was the Johnston administration, I guess, periodically doesn't make good on their word, and they just go out and sweep people. And really, no explanation. And then they go out the next day after they've swept the people, and then go out and take a paddy wagon out to the street, because Brian O'Neill, he runs District 3 now. DPD claims that they have a commander over there. Well, the hell they do. Brian O'Neill runs the show over there, and everybody takes their orders from him. So the Brian O'Neill operation last week included him going and getting a paddy wagon and going out and enforcing the camping ban, forcing everyone to ID. And it was a warrant check is what it was. And so 11 people went to jail. And I'm just positive they took a bunch of violent offenders off the street with multiple FTAs for trespassing on public property. So I kind of asked for some explanation on how many felony warrants existed in the Brian O'Neill operation. I don't know if I'll hear back or not on that. But yeah, so the cycle continues. And today, if you're not aware, the Supreme Court is hearing the Grants Pass case. And I was listening to oral arguments this morning before I left. If you're not familiar with that case, are you familiar with Grants Pass?
The camping.
Yeah. Okay, so this
I
little...
was reading that this morning too.
Good. Well, it's not going to go the way it should. So Grants Pass is this little town in Oregon where this city council made their own ordinances that you could not be outside laying down with a blanket. This isn't even a full-on camping ban.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah,
of it.
that's what the enforcement mechanism here is that you cannot be outside with a blanket.
Enjoying the park, right?
And be on public property and lay down. I think the kicker is if you're laying down with a blanket. I think you can stand on public property with a blanket. So yeah. Anyway, so they take it to the Ninth Circuit Court. They side with the plaintiffs. And so the Ninth Circuit includes California, Idaho, Nevada, Montana, Alaska. Did I say Idaho? I think that's the majority of them, and Arizona. So we're the 10th Circuit. So we've lost this argument before here, and
Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
but so they sided with the plaintiffs and said no, what they're doing is unconstitutional, right? So it was a win. But Grants Pass immediately appealed it to the Supreme Court, which there was no indication that the Supreme Court would have ever taken up hearing this case. This would have been a case that the Supreme Court, based on previous rulings and decisions and stuff, would have said, no, we're not taking this on. They deliberately took it on to hear it so they could reverse it.
Wow.
So all legal experts all agree the Supreme Court is simply taking the case so they can do a quick reversal and go back to enforcing cruel and unusual punishment in violation of the 8th Amendment on people that have a blanket and are laying down on a sidewalk or sitting down.
Wow.
You might be able to stand. So, yeah.
That's terrible.
It's the state of the state. It's the condition of the country.
Yeah.
And all the right to lifers, they're just nowhere to be found.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You see?
Everybody wants people to have these babies, but once the babies are born, we want nothing to do with them. Now you're just a deadbeat because we forced you to have this baby, or you're a piece of shit because you gave it up for adoption.
Well, in the case of a right to life and a person's right to survive, I don't care what your story is. I don't care how addicted you are. I don't care what your story is.
Right?
If you are outside and you are harming no one and you are on public property, you have a right to survive.
Yeah.
So, it's just the same old, same old. The Constitution is trash. It got thrown away a long time ago. As you can see, the reason being, there's only 2 of us standing on this corner, right? This whole event with Denver Fire should have lit up enough people to come out here, at least in one mass fashion of protest,
Right?
to say, yeah, we don't approve of what you're doing, government. But no, here it is, just the 2 of us.
2 protesters in a pod.
We're working for tips. We're working for tips oh shit, I just tipped the tip jar over. I stuck my foot in the tip jar. Shit. I was trying to shake it. I was trying to shake that tip jar. Fire these fuckers.
Yeah.
Fire them. They're stealing.
I'm like, dude, you're fucking.
Oblivious. 2 oblivious dudes having bro time.
Romance is real with those 2.
I think my thumb is numb.
I'm gonna have the strongest thumbs by the end of this.
I would imagine a lot of people in government have the numb thumb syndrome
Yeah, right?
because their thumbs are where most of the time. Do you have the thumb numb syndrome? There's help for you. There is a class action lawsuit going on right here on the corner of Spear and Colfax for the thumb numb syndrome. Hey, you from here? Denver Fire stealing. Are you guys from here? No? You're from Maryland?
Yeah.
Well, welcome. Are you staying?
Oh, no. Not long.
Yeah?
Be back in-
You like downtown Denver?
Oh yeah, getting away from the swamp.
Okay. Be safe. It's kind of dangerous down here. So right next to Denver Fire is our convention center. There's something going on over there. Like I said, he's from Maryland. And speaking of Maryland, that's where one of these stories comes from with Denver Fire. They went to Maryland for the fallen firefighter memorial thing. It's a big to-do up there. They got paid to go there and then build the city for a bunch of comp time, which essentially is overtime because administration is not entitled to comp time. Oh, oops. Man, I am not with the program. Here comes the wind again. Here comes a very loud truck that is going to appreciate what we're doing on the corner of Colfax and Spear. Hold that sucker high. I told you. You heard that, right?
Yep. That was for us.
Yeah, last time we were out here, if you're just joining us, last time Liz and I were on a professional protest out here at the Denver Fire Department, Station 1. We had some signs that said, "Fuck Denver Fire." And the goal was to piss some people off. And we think it worked. I don't even know if I'm still live streaming. Am I? Can you see it? Here, let's get it in the shade. Can you see it?
I
Is it
think
going?
so. Yeah, it says live on the top.
Does it? Okay. It's so bright out here.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay, here we go. We gotta get serious. There's a lot of cars. We're missing a lot of cars right now, jacking around with the phone. Denver Fire stealing the administration! The administration at Denver Fire sucks! Can you hear me? We need some tips! Okay, don't knock the lid off this time, because here comes the wind.
I know, right?
Come on, Regan, get with the program.
Oh.
They love it. They love it. They're not going to admit it. They're not going to look at us. They're not going to honk. They're not going to turn their sirens on. They get it. They totally get it.
Yes.
Engine 1.
Yes.
They're like, wait a minute. Last time those chicks were out here, they were saying, fuck Denver Fire.
These bipolar bitches.
Here, they're taking our picture. Hey, let me smile at least. I saw you doing that. Now you really...
What did it say?
You-
They're stealing your money?
They're stealing your money.
Yeah.
It's Denver Fire. You guys better Google this story. Brian Moss. Yeah. Yeah, we know. They're firefighters and they don't even have a fucking clue. Okay then. See, there you go. Those are 2 Denver Fire.
Oh, they were?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
And they're like, what?
How sad.
And he's taking our picture. They don't even know what the hell's going on.
Wow.
but we're firefighters. I said, yeah, I hear ya. You don't even know what the fuck's going on in your administration. You better get with the program, fellas. See, let alone the average taxpayer knowing.
Right?
The freaking average employee should know,
Right?
but doesn't.
Because they're probably all taught that what they're doing in there is legal. Well, what they're telling everybody.
Well, either that or they're doing it too.
Right?
Fire this administration. They're stealing your money. Right here. Denver Fire. We need a sign that says Denver Fire.
Yeah, I know.
That's why I wanted to just
I
stay
know,
in
I
front.
should have.
Well, it's all right. But that's why we were going to stay right there. But our traffic calling is right here on the corner.
Yeah.
Right here. Denver Fire. Yep.
Woo!
They probably think we're here protesting the Biden administration.
Right? That's why I tried to make this look like a fire, you know? Fire! Orange and red.
Let's see, hold on. Somebody's calling. This might be important. I probably ended the live stream or something. Okay, that's a call I can take later. So our friend Robert, for those of you that remember Robert, the man that lost his foot on the bench in Inglewood. He has court this Thursday. Robert. From Inglewood. My sign is upside down. I say we move.
Okay.
We could go over there and ask to use the restroom. They might let me.
If not, there's a Starbucks right behind this white building.
Yeah, they don't let you.
Oh.
So Robert has court Thursday, and I'm going to help him do a virtual appearance.
Oh, good. Right. What was his ticket for?
Urinating in public.
Oh.
The guy that couldn't get off the bench
Yeah.
because his foot was black and he couldn't walk. So what did Inglewood PD do? They came and cited him twice. Hey, you know Denver Fire, are you from here? You're not from here? No, it's all right. Watch that guy so he don't run you over. Yeah. So I wish the trees were in full bloom.
I know.
Let's sit down here on the grass for a minute, or the dirt. We're gonna have to take a break. Because I can feel a need for it coming on.
Yeah.
Jeez, I absolutely cannot even see the screen on this phone. Let's flip this over. There. Now. Here we go. This is a little better. Until the sun comes back out. Oh boy, we got the troll
Oh, do
We got the troll army in full effect.
I bet.
Irish is having him a good old time.
Irish is quick draw McGraw with those getting rid of those trolls on.
Yes, he is. And Cup, how you doing? Bokomo, thank you. I'm assuming you posted those links. So, I don't know if the mods are aware that once you do these vertical streams, they end up in the shorts. So, I think that's where the bulk that's where the bulk of your troll onslaught is coming from. It truly is. So, anybody that's remaining in here to watch is a regular follower. So I apologize, mods, for making life hell for you today on Troll Patrol. But if people were smart and paying attention,
Right.
They would understand the issue here is we are redressing government. The two of us, we call ourselves professional protesters. And we had to come down here and make a statement. And so we've kind of started the process. I think there's definitely going to be more to come.
Yeah.
But it's like hot right now.
It is.
It's like really hot.
Yeah.
And we're not prepared to be out here in this heat. So we're probably going to have to cut this protest short today. And we will be reconvening on another one, I'm sure, very soon.
Yes.
But anyway, this week is full of a lot of stuff that has to happen. And one of these things that has to happen this week is that I get Robert in front of a computer so he can appear virtually. This is a man that lost his foot because no one in society, including the cops, including the city of Inglewood, could do a single thing to save this man's life. This man was just hours from death, and there's no doubt about it.
Right. I wouldn't even give him hours. With the condition you found him in, he was like hour.
Yeah, he was definitely
Tens of minutes.
Yeah, he was hypothermic, and he really had no clue what was going on. This was in one of our deep freezes in January. And that's what homeless outreach is supposed to be about. And the fact that we keep giving government all of the leverage to solve social ills and the problems keep getting worse is your indicator that government is the problem.
Yeah.
Ultimately, that is the reason we are here today at the Denver Fire Department Administration in Denver, Colorado at Colfax and Spear. We're here to protest and redress this administration that, in fact, did some super shady shit to the only employee from the Denver Fire Department that was out there on the streets working with us advocates to ensure that we could get people connected with the services they needed. His name was Mark Rudolph. He worked in fire prevention, and this administration wasn't having it. Wasn't having him out here working with someone like me who speaks against government and all their bullshit. They were not going to let that connection go on. So they lied. They obliterated this guy's life for like 6 months until he just finally retired. They disciplined him. They kept him locked in this building for months to answer to Wendy Motor, the chief of administration, who is just a frickin' raunchy ass bitch. You heard me, raunchy ass bitch. And now the whole administration is being questioned and investigated for stealing money. Wow, shocker. What happens when government is invincible? What happens when nobody holds them accountable? All these things. If people would have been listening to me before when I said this place has fucking problems, including Denver's Department of Public Safety that oversees this shit show, this would have been discovered a long time ago. probably years ago, though, truly, if the Department of Public Safety was doing their job. Because according to Desmond Fulton, the chief of the Denver Fire Department, he's just doing the same thing they've been doing for years here, stealing money. So the arrogance is off the charts, absolutely off the charts. And with that, hey, we think the administration should be fired because they're stealing money. What are your thoughts? You don't work in administration. That was a good response.
Yeah. You see him take off his body cam and point it at us?
No, that wasn't his name tag. He used his name tag to swipe the door.
I
Yeah.
thought it was a body cam because it looked like he pointed it at us.
Yeah, he kind of flipped it as he was walking and then used it to. So, are all of these people of the Denver Fire Department fed up with their administration? I'm gonna say yes. Hey, are you part of administration? They need to be fired.
They're stealing from all of us.
He's waving. He was waving. So, the links are in this chat if you have not seen them, to the stories that the mainstream media is covering, specifically Brian Moss, MAAS. You can Google that if the links aren't in here. Yeah, they're stealing. So how could this operation even run good when you've got the entire administration focused on how to steal money?
Yeah.
Mexican Free Press, did you hear what's on the table at the federal Supreme Court regarding the homeless? We were just talking about this. So yeah, it's the Grant Pass hearing. So the Supreme Court took up the case from the Ninth Circuit Court so they could essentially and effectively and rapidly reverse that decision. So there isn't any legal expert that I've watched or talked to that says there's any reason for the Supreme Court to hear this case other than to overturn it. So yeah, I've been paying attention, and don't expect things to get better, expect things to get worse. Because once that decision is shot down, the whole entire Ninth Circuit, which is California, Nevada, Idaho, Montana, Alaska, whatever other state I'm missing in there, not Colorado, they're going to double down. They're going to double down again. And there's, the organizations that are out there claiming that government is doing a good job are in fact the ones that are getting a percentage of their funding from the government. So there are oral arguments going on, and they're online for that case. I was listening to them this morning. So if you want to go hear those oral arguments, Google that because they're out there. Yeah, Eighth Amendment violation of cruel and unusual punishment. And the Ninth Circuit Court ruled with the plaintiffs and said, yes, the city of Grants Pass cannot be doing this to you. And then the officials, the attorneys for Grant Pass, immediately went and filed with the Supreme Court. And boom, in January, the Supreme Court said, yeah, we're going to hear this case. That's unprecedented. That right there is red flag 2.5 as to why they're even hearing the case, because they have full intention to reverse it. So yeah, nothing really good about that. Brian, does your state have the initiative process? It's a political action you could take. I have no idea what that means or what you're talking about. And I'm pretty well versed in process to get things on the ballot. I think that's what you're referring to. Jen, I've had a theory for a while, and so far it seems accurate, but fire department chiefs tend to be the worst of people. I don't know why. I have yet to hear of a decent fire chief. Because they put them in these positions and give them all this autonomy to do whatever they want. And, I mean, make no mistake, people in uniform still want positions so they can be authority and have authority over others. Are all firefighters in that position? No, I would say the majority of them are not. but there are the rank and file that definitely want to stay in file to increase their rank, and there's reasons for that. So by the time they make chief, why would they be any good? Yeah, that sun's going down a little bit, so you can see the screen. So this is going to be probably a chief from somewhere. Oh, maybe not. He's going to be in command staff, though.
He totally did an illegal U-turn to get to this spot.
Did he just flip a U-turn on Colfax?
Right
Right here.
Because I watched him come up.
He flipped a U-turn right behind us, right here on Colfax. Well, that's safe.
Ground loop. I'm gonna say, how can I cheer him down here?
I'm trying to read his shirt. Assistant chief, hey, you know, flipping that U-turn right there on Colfax like that, not a good idea. Are you exempt from traffic laws? Are you exempt from traffic laws?
Are you admin? You must
Yeah,
be.
he is. And you're not exempt from traffic laws. You can't be flipping U-turns in the middle of Colfax like that.
On, there's 4 double yellow lines there. Must be nice.
That's not good.
It's the truth. Right here. Yep, it's the truth. Right? He's probably from the convention center. He's probably trying to figure out how to get back over to the convention center. So a lot of people on foot here. They're right here at that building right there. See that silver building? That's our convention center. And so Denver Fire sits right here. So most of these people on foot are like tourists or at the convention center. So at any rate, Katie Kidman in the house. We love us some Katie.
Yes.
Good to see you, my friend. Be safe over there, Katie.
Oh, I know.
Holy shit, you've been in some crazy stuff in the last few days over there. You be careful. And you know people are unhinged, Katie. You're out there by yourself.
Right.
I don't care if you're still on a public sidewalk. I wish you were not out there by yourself when you're doing those things. I'm just going to say that because I love you, my friend. Okay. Rylan, welcome to the chat. You're now going to go bye-bye. Boom. There you go. Just like that. Irish he's got his work cut out for him. I'm wondering right now if he's even able to take a drink of water.
Damn.
That's because it's in the shorts, you guys. Sorry about that.
That's terrible. I mean, how can people be against us being against the government stealing our money?
Because people think it's okay. Because people think that it's fine.
Right. Oh,
That-
it's no big deal.
Yeah, it's just part of it. They're entitled to it, just the way it is.
Yeah. No.
And especially if they're your guy. Right. Especially if they're your guy. It's truly okay. But at any rate, I was kind of getting ready to say bye-bye because we've got to do a couple other things here with videos and pictures and make some static video. And stay tuned for the next protest. Yeah, great news. We've got the case dismissed from Brian O'Neill. Poor Robert is going to have to appear in front of at least our good Judge Jefferson in Inglewood, Colorado on Thursday to answer to the crime of urinating in public while he had no foot to stand on, literally no foot, to be able to go find a bathroom as he laid dying on a bench in Inglewood. So my week is already got my blood pressure elevated, so I have to be careful how many times I'm going to do that this week. So this was fun. We didn't have too much contention, and we're going to go about our day. And thank you all for being in here. Mods, you're the greatest. Irish, sorry to have your work cut out for you today. Bokomo, thank you very, very much for posting all those links. And again, in closing, from the Denver Fire Department, where the administration is flat out stealing money and busted. If you can't go back and find the links in the chat, Google it. Brian Moss, CBS Denver, it's all there. Bye, guys.